Sometimes random events happen that completely change lives. It could be some little thing that saves a life in a hot spot, like a photo of an attractive stranger that a young sergeant found and she became his guardian angel. After returning home, along with his faithful dog, they found the very girl who saved him in the battles and decided to help her with dog training. How this turned their lives around, no one could have expected. They spent more and more time together, getting to know each other more deeply. Suddenly, the girl found out the real reason for the sergeant's entrance into her life, and she wasn't ready for it. What their relationship turned into, and how random events change a whole life, you will find out in this retelling. This is Mr. Narrator. Enjoy the movie. The movie begins with the character's thoughts on how life works. Logan Thibault has always loved philosophy. This is the third business trip of a guy in a hotspot. He participates in a special operation when their group fell into a trap. In the morning, the guy is waiting for a helicopter. Nearby, Logan sees a photo of a girl. The desire to look at the photo saves the guy's life. He is thrown away from the blast site, but the guy survives. He tries to ask the other soldiers about the girl in the photo, but no one knows the girl. The guy's friend is sure that this girl is the hero's guardian angel. Even when a shell hit their car, Thibault survived. After a while, Logan returns home. The dog Zeus joyfully greets his master. The boy flinches at every sound. His sister is concerned about the condition of the veteran. She forbids the children to play on the console. In the morning, the nephews want to prank the Marine. They find it amusing to suddenly wake up their uncle, but the hero reacts sharply to such an awakening. This greatly frightens the boys. His sister suggests that he go to rehab to get back to normal. Logan is aware of his problem. He leaves a voice message to the woman. The boy leaves to find himself and the girl in the photo. Logan travels on foot with his dog. In one of the bars, visitors recognize a stranger and tell Logan where to find her. Thibault quickly found a hotel for animals, the owner of which was Elizabeth Green. The girl liked Zeus. When Logan wanted to give her photo and explain everything, Beth received a phone call. After the conversation, the heroine assumed that the guy wanted to leave the dog for a dog foster home. The hero again tried to explain to the stranger the reason for his visit, but Beth was not distinguished by patience. She decided that he saw an ad for a job and wants to get a job at their hotel. Logan was curious. He didn't have much of a plan for his life, so the guy left trying to explain himself and agreed to work with dogs in the hotel. When the hero said that he served as a Marine, Beth wanted to refuse him. The girl finds it strange that the guy wants to work for her, and it's scary that he came on foot from Colorado. She asks her grandmother, Ellie Green, to deal with the stranger. After talking to the guy, the woman hires him after all. From early morning, the guy started working at the hotel, which surprised Beth. Only she was the only one who got up so early. The heroine's grandmother told the guy about his charges. Logan attracted the attention of Beth's son, Ben. The hero turned out to be a very diligent and responsible worker. His activity surprises Beth. One day, Officer Clayton, Elizabeth's former husband, came to the hotel. The man was surprised to see a stranger and behaved unfriendly. He looked at the boy's ID and left a message for his wife. In the evening, Beth and her son arrived at the Claytons' event. In the morning, the girl walked the dogs again. Everywhere she went, she encountered a new employee. That bothered Beth. At home, she wanted to complain about the situation to her grandmother, but there was a hero in the house. Ellie spent the morning talking to Logan about his life. Beth started to pick on the guy, but by doing so only put herself in an awkward situation. The heroine was waiting for her son after school. The principal suggested that she return to work at the school. When Logan was walking with Zeus through the forest, the guy heard a pleasant melody. It turned out that Ben was playing the violin. The boy had a secret hideaway where he hid from everyone. The granddaughter wasn't home, and Ellie asked the guy for a ride. She told Logan about her grandson who hadn't returned from a business trip. After work, Thibault brought the keys to the hotel. In the huge house of the Greens, there was a lot of furniture that was not used. The boy saw a grand piano. He decided to play a familiar tune. Logan was watched by Ben. The boy offered the hero to have dinner with them. Over a meal, Beth told about how she was engaged in sports in her school days. The girl's son offered Logan to play chess. He lost and stayed to wash the dishes. Ben told his mom the Marine's secret and offered to show some tricks. Ben was upset when his mom sent him to bed. Elizabeth told the guy about her brother, whom her son loved very much. The couple met Ellie on the porch. The grandmother returned from the party. Logan wanted to tell the girl about the reason for his arrival, but could not find the words. In the morning, the Green family honored the memory of Elizabeth's brother. The heroine was upset. She took out her anger on the rose bushes. Logan noticed the girl's condition and calmed her down. Beth shared her worries with the guy. The girl loved her brother very much and felt the loss of a person close to her very hard. In the evening, Logan read a book. Beth put her son to bed and thought about her new friend. Logan had become friends with Ben. The boys enjoyed spending time together. Elizabeth watched Thibault training the dogs. Ben's father arrived to take the boy to the game. When they returned, Ben's nose was smashed. The girl disapproved of the situation, which provoked Keith's anger. Her ex-husband roughly held her by the elbow. Logan intervened in their quarrel. The angry officer left the greenhouse. Elizabeth thanked the hero for his help. She told the guy about how she met her ex. Logan explained that he was worried about her and went home. Elizabeth caught up with him on the veranda to arrange to meet him later that evening. She told her grandmother about the upcoming date. In the evening, the couple socialized at a local bar. Beth showed Logan her favorite spot. She found a flask of alcohol on the boat, and the couple celebrated the acquaintance. The girl gave the Marine a ride home. Near the car, Logan kissed the heroine. She was embarrassed, but she also liked the guy. Suddenly, a police car approached them. Beth's ex-husband asked his friend to follow the girl. In the morning, Thibault bought building materials to repair the girl's boat. Later, he unloaded the work truck. Beth admired him from the kitchen window. Beth's interest was noticed by Ellie. In the evening, the guy and his dog returned to Green's boat. The hero wanted to repair it for his friend, but the power was out in the whole town. Logan stopped by to visit the Greens. Ben escorted the guy to his mother in the barn. There, the couple decided to get to know each other better. On the weekend, Beth and her son spent time at the lake. They were accompanied by Logan and his dog. When the girl drove her grandmother home, she admitted that she liked the new employee. Logan met Keith at Ben's birthday party. The man was angry about the Marine dating his ex-wife. He threatened the woman with the deprivation of parental rights if she continued her relationship with the guy. After the party, the girl had a frank talk with Thibault. Logan wanted her to be happy and left. On the way home, Keith caught up with him. The man wanted to be friends with his rival. The men got into an argument. Ellie advised her granddaughter not to give in to her ex-husband's threats. In the morning, the girl put Keith in his place and went to a friend. They actively spent time in the shower. Until the morning, the couple studied each other, and they continued close acquaintance in the morning. With the appearance in Beth Logan's life, the girl glowed with happiness. The guy often spent time in their house, playing with Ben and socializing with women. Thibault was offered to play the piano in the church. The hero wanted Ben to perform with him. The boy was shy, but the guy was able to convince him. In the evening, Elizabeth thanked her friend. The girl showed Logan some special exercises. Keith watched the development of the relationship between the guy and his ex-wife. He wanted to separate them, but he couldn't figure out how. Dean and Logan played a duet in church. The congregation was delighted to hear the beautiful music. Even Ben's father got caught up in the moment. After the service, Keith was approached by a friend. The man told of Logan's search for Beth based on a photo in a bar. The man stole the photo from Thibault's house. Late at night, he arrived at Beth's house to break the news to the girl. Elizabeth recognized the photo she had given her brother. Keith decided to tell her his version of the guy's appearance in town. When the officer left, Logan came to the Greens' house. The guy wanted to explain himself to Elizabeth. Ben overheard the conversation between friends. The girl asked Thibault to tell the truth about their acquaintance. Logan told everything about the day he found the photo. After listening to the guy's story, she asked him to leave. Ben caught up with the boy to give him the book. Logan assured the boy that he considered him his best friend. In the morning, Beth went to the boat to think about the situation. She was glad to see that her vessel had been repaired. Logan bought groceries at the market. Keith spent the whole night at the bar, suffering from love. On the street, he saw a hero and wanted to fight him. The Marine disarmed the man and went home. At home, Keith was angry at himself for what had happened. The man left his police badge on his father's desk. In the evening, there was a thunderstorm. Grandma and Beth discussed the situation with Logan. Hero was leafing through Ben's book. Out of it fell a picture of a boy with his uncle. He recognized the boy and decided to pay another visit to the Greens. Keith came to Elizabeth's house. The man offered to make up with her. He promised to change and make her happy, but the girl rejected him. Beth's refusal made the man angry. He started threatening again that he would take her son away from her. Ben heard his father's words and ran away from home. Keith and Beth ran to look for him. Logan also joined the search for the child. Keith caught up with the boy on the suspension bridge. He wanted to help his son over the obstacle, but part of the bridge broke off. The man tried to hold on to it to keep the child from falling into the river, but he fell. He saved his son. Beth and Logan also reached the bridge. Logan took the boy from his father's arms and handed him to his mother. When the hero wanted to go back for Keith, the rest of the bridge fell on the man. Keith was carried away by the current. In the morning, Logan came to Elizabeth to tell her about her brother. The girl listened intently to the story of what a brave sergeant her brother had been. Logan walked away. Beth caught up with him and asked him to stay with her. The boys picked up Ben and went for a boat ride. It was the 2012 movie Lucky. Do you think it was worth it for the hero to look for a girl with a photo that led to this outcome?